Hello, good morning, children. Today we are going to study about class 12th political science, chapter number 3rd, plant development. Plant development. I am teaching you the chapters according to the previous years only because till now I don't have any accurate information regarding your syllabus. Let us see what will happen to the courses and syllabus accordingly. So that earlier second chapter was omitted and I have left this year also. But let us see what will happen accordingly. We'll study that one also. No worries at all. Don't say that ma'am haven't taught that one and what will happen afterward or this and that. No issue is there. That is in my mind. Accordingly we will act. In this way, in this chapter we are going to study about plant development. As in my previous lecture, I told you about the planning introductory part. Right? Today we are going to start our that one idea of development. What it means. What it means, idea of development. Generally what we think that idea of development tells us about the increment in the per capita income, in GDP, and whatsoever demand supply theory works in the economy of a country that is working over there. Right now you have your one example in your book, that is of Orissa, right? Orissa iron ore mining work. So whenever there is development, generally we call it development at the cost of ecological balance. Whenever there is development, we want to make development not only in the terms of money, any type of development. Here we will see about in the terms of money, GDP, per capita income, national income, and accordingly when development is there everywhere, it is at the cost of ecological balance. Ecological balance development. When we talk about ecological balance, it means to say, suppose we have started mining, more and more mining is there. Ultimately, after some years, it will lead to land degradation. It will lead to land degradation, and after that, when we are going to purify those metals, right? Purify iron ore, right? It is from different stages it has to pass on to make a good quality of iron and steel. When that is there, ultimately smoke would be there, depletion of that one coal, depletion of environment, more and more use of coal, and that further led to the amount in decreasing of coal, because we are using coal very fast for such type of industries. But that making of the coal, ultimately what is source are developed, it takes a lot of time, more than 100 years. Even some type of coals used to take 200 years to get it to be its final stage through the process from fossil fuels. Right? We cannot make coal at once. There is no industry of the coal. It is natural process, natural resource, and accordingly it gets its development. So here you may have understood properly that what is the process of development. Idea of development is taken different people differently. Right? For me, idea of development is to that I have to teach you more and more, being a teacher, make you understand the things, that is the development. For an urban businessman, he has to increase his business, that is the development. For a rural farmer, he has to grow his crops accordingly so that he may get good prices for that crops, that is the development. Okay, students, so in this way, different people have different goals of the development, and development is always there with the, we can say, with the help of per capita income, increase in GDP, increase in national income. Based upon this, the World Bank has divided the countries into three categories, developed, developing, एंड अंडरडेवलप्ड। पर कैपिटा इनकम जिन लोगों की एक फिक्स की हुई है रिगार्डिंग दैट दे आर कमिंग इन दिस कैटेगरी, फर्स्ट कैटेगरी countries they are developed like European economies, and second category developing, right? Just they are neither in that category nor in that, in between we can say middle type of two countries, and that is in developing, and low than middle, that is third category, that is the underdeveloped countries. Like India comes in the category of developing, and very surprising fact, sorry to say that due to different factors, India was coming in this category when India got independence before 70 years, and approximately now also India is in that category only. At that time India was in developing category, and this time also India, after completing years, 70 years approximately of independence, also lies in the category of developing countries only. Very serious question is to be discussed, but we will discuss it in other chapters, not here. Okay, because neither government nor citizens are responsible. Formally I can tell you, that is, all of us are responsible for this reason. All of us are responsible for this reason. And different trends of the development, when we talk about different trends of the development, here we have to see there is one trend is political contestation. That is also we talk about development. Political contestation means also like country like India experiencing democracy, form of democracy. Here people take this development as a political contest, because based upon elections their major policies implementation, and giving them different type of ideas, right, present to interlink present generation with the future generation. That is also development. In economics we call it sustainable development. And on other hand, democracy, such major decisions should be taken or at least approved by the people themselves. Very, very important. We have to take the advice of the people for mining. We have to take the advice of environmentalists, even the programmers, even the business owners, what way these different trends of development are to be done, right? Because whenever take one example from your book, from first page of your book, very, very important, that Odisha villages protest against POSCO, against citizen of this rural tribal community were against that iron ore mining, because whenever there is mining, in other simple words we can say that there is development. I mean to say, they will extract iron ore, get it purified and use it for in the industry of iron and steel industry. So ultimately it is a process of development. They will make utensils from them, different other items accordingly. Iron, कुछ iron की बनेंगी और कुछ steel की बनेंगी. Ultimately when in the beginning process it would be there, it will generate employment. No? Employment generating is there, and it will further leads to the improvement in the lifestyle of the citizens. They will get money in the form of money when they get employment. Ultimately their lifestyle will be somewhat higher than than earlier, because now they have appropriate employment, money, their working condition, wages, and ultimately it will bring some improvement among themselves. Here they raised this issue, right? Tribal communities of the major problem was their displacement. Yes, students, I told you in the beginning that development everywhere at the cost of ecological balance. जब भी हमें कोई डेवलपमेंट करनी होती है, हमें अल्टीमेटली वी यूज़ द वर्ड दैट exploitation of the resources. Otherwise we cannot make development. But if we don't exploit the resources, we don't make development. If we don't make development, there won't be any existence of your country at global level, as well as it won't be able to fulfill the needs and sources for the citizen itself. But at the same time, for the development, for the use of the resource, being a democratic country, the consent of the people is also must, right? Like I was telling you this example, people were not ready to do all that. That major issue was this displacement. अगर आप माइनिंग कर रहे हो एक पर्टिकुलर जगह से, वहाँ से लोगों को उठाना पड़ेगा. दे हैव टू गो एनी अदर प्लेस. इट मे हैपन दे मे गेट मोर appropriate place or maybe degraded, right? May not get that type of employment, that type of climatic condition, that type of hygienic condition, schools, hospitals and other type of buildings for their families to live. Such type of problems they may have to face. That's why they have protested against this mining in Orissa. And at the same time, dear student, try to understand development and democracy. Everywhere we have to make the balance. We can make the development if citizens are agree, because democracy is the form of government that rule and governs the country on the behalf of its citizens. If citizens are not happy, right, and government is not able to tell them, express them their policies, okay, this way we will do, it means to say failure of the democracy. That is given in your book. I am not telling from my side. So that's why different trends of the development, it depends upon the citizen as well as the government of that country, how they take this idea of development further, right? So for regarding both these points, what happened in India just after independence, how to make development. It was very clear to the citizens of India. India has to make development, right? We haven't fought a long struggle for freedom, only for democracy, right? We want to make our country higher and higher than the other countries of the world. There was a competition and this preparation was made in the beginning only. Just India got independence in the beginning. This planning was made that how India will make development. Keeping this in mind, India has to take major decision regarding economy. Economy, you say that private property, like in your previous classes you have studied about socialism and capitalism. 9th क्लास में भी थोड़ा रेफरेंस था इसका. Socialism, this was idea adopted in USSR, and capitalism, this idea was adopted in USA and other Western countries of the world. Now it was a major question for India कि what type of economy we have to adopt. Only government, political leaders, representatives cannot take the decision. For that, being a democratic, dear student, take care. Again and again I am telling the word democracy, democratic, right? For that they have to take the consent of the citizen of our country, that vast country having diversities. Every time the government had to make balance among all these diversities, states, and being vast, that to make the administration appropriate so that it may not harm any one section of the society and give more profit to the other section of the society. That is the very, very spirit of democracy and very, very better outcome of the democracy. So that's why it was the major duty of our government at that time, how we have to decide our economy, that is the socialist and capitalism. It means equal distribution of wealth and power everywhere, right? I mean to say government will provide them everything, but just vice versa, capitalism, there is a holding of industry in the some rich, even you may say that ultra rich people of the country. They can do whatsoever they are wanting, whatsoever they wanted, right? It is all, there is no harm in any type of. America has adopted this capitalism, Russia adopted socialism, and very surprisingly, being India, there was a debate, long debates, discussions, negotiations, then decisions were taken, then there was a office memorandum of understanding, okay, that is given in MOU, memorandum of understanding was given to the Indians citizens what to do, how to do regarding the idea of development. That was issue was prevailing in Orissa, as well as for the socialism and capitalism, right? So that was also issue, and then for the development there was issue was regarding what type of development Indian wanted, right? One was that idea of development, socialism and capitalism, what type of economy we have to adopt, that was also idea there. And next then they wanted, just after the independence, there were two type of ideas, that was modernization also, that is also somewhat related to this capitalism, that regarding West ideas. I mean to say Western countries of the world have adopted this was idea, that is capitalism and Soviet model of development. Now the issue was that broad consensus, okay, broad consensus that I told you in the form of memorandum. Memorandum here means to say to get the consent, to collect the consent of common citizens regarding any policy that is to be planned, that is to be implemented in India. Being a democratic country, a government cannot do whatsoever it likes. Right? It has to take the consent of the citizen of that particular country, especially in India, we are telling you. So in this way, India has to decide this much also, and then we have to take what is development done by USA or this socialist party in USSR, what idea we have to adopt, right? So we have to adopt, it is very clear at that time, India has to tolerate poverty. Before independence, even after independence, even now also, to take its major target, India has taken the idea of socialism, socialist economy in the beginning. Right? India adopted this idea because according to socialism, there is a major function is of equality. All the sections of the society have equal right on wealth, power and other resources of the country. So that's why poverty alleviation was also during that time our major target. And then comes the turn of planning, how it would come into practice. Not only talking will work, how it can be planned. That I will tell you in my next lecture, dear students. Do take care. Thank you. Stay home.